From the 700 WLW Newsroom, here's Brian Combs.
Big stories we're talking about on the big one today. Massive search taking place across Butler County for Caitlin Markham. Heading up the search now is a Texas group that's been involved in looking for missing people all over the country, including Natalie Holloway and Kaylee Anthony. The group Texas EquiSearch has put together an army of volunteers, sending them out to some 40 locations today. 700 WLW's Brent Schultz went through some wooded areas in Fairfield off John Gray Road with some of those searchers. Video at our local news page here at 700WLW.com of that, and photos from the search scenes as well. It's been almost 3 weeks now since Markham has been seen. Disappeared without a trace. Police say they have no clues whatsoever about what happened to her. They're hoping the search today turns up some information that leads to her recovery. Happy ending to the search for a Claremont County man, though. He had been missing for 4 or 5 days. Today, police found elderly Albert Purcell in a ditch. This was off 276 near Williamsburg. He was last seen Sunday. Apparently, he ran his car off the road, couldn't get out of the vehicle. We understand he's been taken to the hospital by Air Care to be checked out. The police say that he was alive when they found him in that car. New police stations opening on the banks today, just before the big Labor Day party on the riverfront. Police are opening up shop in the city's new development spot. Substation there will help with patrols on the riverfront. They'll use it for the P&G River Fest and the Cincinnati Bell Toyota WEBN fireworks on Sunday. Cincinnati's Police Chief James Craig opened the station today and afterwards was asked about his comments about fighting crime in Cincinnati. Says he wants to do it not through a war on the criminals, but by trying prevention and intervening with kids who might be at risk. The chief has said that he'd like to open up some kind of reform school or maybe a boot camp somewhere in the West End or over the Rhine for teens at risk. And he's also asked the Bengals to get involved in mentoring these kids. The chief says, yes, he is well aware of the Bengals' arrest record over the past decade, the worst in the NFL. But the chief this morning told Doc Thompson on 700 WLW he thinks those Bengal players who have had trouble in the past are just the people to be counseling young people in the tri-state about staying out of trouble and avoiding the problems that they ran into as young people living in the tri-state. 700 WLW Reds update. Reds today taking on the Phillies once again. They're trying to avoid the sweep at Great American Ballpark. Reds haven't scored in the last 2 games, shut out in back-to-back games by the Phillies. Airtime today is 12:35. New attractions coming to Kings Island. Tomorrow we find out just what they have planned for the 40th anniversary year at the park in Kings Mill. This year, Kings Island added the Wind Seeker, ride where they take you up several hundred feet and spin you around. They also added the new Dinosaurs Alive attraction.